this really is a system that is, I mean, it's a much higher level than if you were programming Java, right? It doesn't matter which frameworks you use. This is really much more, at least potentially, productive. So now comes a change, as you can see. And the change is that from now on, the audience we intend as users of the languages, not of the final system, but users of the language aren't programmers anymore, but instead it's business people. So here is a system that colleagues of mine are currently building in Portugal. It's a system for defining insurance products. So you define insurance contract rules and also the text that goes into the actual contract that's then printed and handed over to your customers. There are thousands of end users. I don't know how big the system is. I couldn't figure that out. There are dozens of people who use the languages to give you kind of an impression. So here is, if you will, an insurance contract definition. It looks like a document, right? And obviously, this is not a real example, as you can see from this. I mean, it would be Portuguese anyway, but that's not even Portuguese. That's just lorem ipsum stuff. And you can see that it has sections like documents, but these dates or these references to entities are actually really references to business entities defined in other places. That's not just prose. This is prose, but that is actually a date with the associated semantics. This is a reference to the person business class. These strings here are multi-language, right? You can change the language or have the different translations in line. You have all these typical outline views and diagrams. That's rather boring. Here is some math stuff that these people use for actually describing insurance math. Obviously, that's a kind of made-up example. But, well, I'll have that on the next slide.